everyone, and welcome to this Product Inspiration series. I am François, Vice President Software Partner Strategy in the SAP Industries and Customer Experience Product Success team. And today, I am thrilled to chat with Max from Quiq. Hi Max, thanks for being here. Quiq AI for CX offers a conversational AI platform and was chosen during an SAP.io cohort in 2023. Your solution integrates with SAP Service Cloud version 2 and SAP Order Management System. You're also exploring integrations with SAP Service Cloud version 1 and with our ERP, SAP S/4HANA. To start off, could you tell us why Quiq decided to partner with SAP?
Thanks for having us today, Francois. We're excited to be here. At Quiq, we know that we're just one part of our customers' larger software stack, and in order to deliver maximum value to our customers, we need to fit seamlessly into the tools and processes that they already have in place. That's why we're so excited to partner with SAP. Not only are you the most popular ERP on the market, but you've also been a great partner to work with. As you mentioned, we've integrated with SAP Service Cloud v2, the SAP Order Management System, and are excited to continue to integrate with more of the SAP ecosystem in the future. By integrating deeply into Service Cloud v2, we enable SAP and Quiq clients to automate voice and messaging interactions with their customers using generative AI, while seamlessly escalating to human agents working within Quiq's next generation messaging contact center. And then all of those conversations can be synced seamlessly back into their SAP instance. We also know from experience that generative AI assistants are only as good as the data head they have access to, so customers can easily read and write information between SAP and Quiq as well. SAP has always been an excellent partner for Quiq, and we're excited to build on this relationship going forward.
Fantastic. Very persuasive. What are the key product features and business benefits that customers experience with Quiq? Moreover, could you share some customer stories with us to shed light on specific use cases?
Sure. At Quiq, we're really focused on delivering seamless journeys across voice and digital channels and between AI agents and human agents, where both can play their strongest roles. Quiq was built from the ground up to support messaging in a modern asynchronous environment, letting customers text businesses on their terms, just like they do with family and friends, across channels like Apple Messages for Business, WhatsApp, SMS, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, web chat, and many more. In addition to building out the next generation contact center, we've also been hard at work building AI agents alongside it. We were early adopters of generative AI technology, deploying the first generative AI assistant on behalf of a business back in June of 2023. So with Quiq, customers get access to our modern asynchronous AI-powered contact center, access to our proven enterprise-grade generative AI toolkit, what we call AI Studio, and access to the necessary integration, analytics, and APIs that customers need to thrive in a modern enterprise messaging ecosystem. At Quiq, we're laser focused on ensuring our customers can build, test, deploy, and measure generative AI safely at scale across all of the channels their customers are already using today. We've already seen great success with our Service Cloud v2 integration with a handful of our customers, like Fujifilm. Fujifilm is using Quiq and SAP Service Cloud v2, using Quiq to provide an upfront voice assistant that helps understand, triage, and route incoming customer calls, either to voice or to modern messaging channels like WhatsApp, depending on the customer issue. Then all of that information is seamlessly tied back to their SAP instance. They're seeing great results with the combination of SAP and Quiq, and we expect many more customers will as well going forward.
That's remarkable and undoubtedly beneficial to our customers. As we move forward, how do you see AI influencing the future of customer experience, especially with generative AI on the rise? Most importantly, how do we ensure this cutting-edge technology provides real business value and isn't just a fad?
Great question. At Quiq, we've been laser focused on building the right tooling to not just build out these generative AI experiences, but also to ensure they're driving real business outcomes for our customers. We provide the people, processes, and technologies that ensure our clients are successful when deploying generative AI at enterprise scale. We've instrumented a bunch of composition and analytics tools that are tailor-made for both building and understanding large language model powered experiences. So you have the analytics to inform whether your AI agent is actually achieving the goals you've set out for it. We've got a team of customer success managers, AI engineers, solutions engineers, and partners whose first concern is identifying what KPIs you're trying to drive, what change you're trying to affect before they begin working with you on actually building out and implementing a solution. Everything really needs to tie back to a measurable KPI or goal in our eyes, or it's going to be tough to measure and improve on your experience going forward. On that front, we've already seen meaningful shifts from customers going from V1 chatbots to generative AI assistants, seeing many multiples of improvement on key metrics such as CSAT, resolution rate, and more. So it's crystal clear to us today that this technology is already driving meaningful improvements for customers who are choosing to implement it. As for where this technology is going, we see AI continuing to play an instrumental role in helping automate more and more Tier 1 support inquiries, then also continuing to augment and support human agents for more complex queries, whether that's providing access to real-time information, suggested responses and coaching, and even augmenting and performing tasks on their behalf, like adding an additional check bag to a customer's flight during the course of a conversation. We see this trend line only strengthening as models continue to improve, and our goal at Quiq is to make sure that our customers are able to safely and effectively harness these new capabilities to continue to drive real business results.
These benefits are truly inspiring. SAP CX customers clearly have a tremendous opportunity to improve customer experiences and achieve substantial business outcomes with this solution. Now, let's elevate our discussion further with an integrated product demo from Quiq. Thanks, Max, for joining us today.
Today we're going to be taking a look at both Quiq's next generation asynchronous call center as well as our enterprise-grade generative AI toolkit, AI Studio. We're going to start with a few sample customer-facing demos to highlight these capabilities. Then we're going to jump into the platform to show how they're set up and measured and show how all of that integrates seamlessly into SAP Service Cloud v2. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to be looking at a couple demos in the context of a sample bicycle retailer we have set up here, Quicksilver Bikes. I'm going to call the Quicksilver Bikes voice assistant and ask a few questions about a recent order. So I'm going to go ahead and dial the number here.
Greetings from Quicksilver Bikes. This is an AI assistant speaking. I'm here to help or connect you with our staff if necessary. May I confirm if I'm chatting with Max or another individual?
Yep, this is Max.
Hello, Max. What can I help you with?
I want to check in on the order I made last week.
You bet. I'm assuming you're talking about the order you purchased last Friday. Your order is currently being processed and is scheduled to ship by the end of today.
Awesome, thank you. How hard is that to assemble?
We ship all of our bikes to the nearest retailer for white glove assembly. Your bike is scheduled to ship to Quicksilver Bike Shack. I just messaged you the store location.
Oh shoot, can I actually ship that someplace closer?
No problem. There are 4 locations close to you. Let me know which one you prefer or if you need other options. Great. We will ship your new bike to Bozeman Quicksilver Bikes for assembly.
Thanks. Can you remind me how much I owe on that order still?
The total for your order is $2,999. You currently owe $1,499. You will be able to finish your purchase when you pick up your new bike at the store location.
Can I actually pay for that now? My son's going to be picking up the bike.
Yes, you can do that. I just sent you a payment request, or we can charge it against the credit card we have on file.
Yeah, the card on file is fine.
Sounds good. We have charged your credit card on file.
Awesome, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let us know if you have any other questions.
So that was the Quicksilver voice assistant. The important thing to call out in that demo is that not only are we using generative AI to help answer questions dynamically as I ask them, using a mix of knowledge-based content as well as account-related content, we're also augmenting that flow by sending this customer information over Apple Messages for Business. Voice isn't always going to be the best channel for conveying more complex information, whether that's sending along a receipt or in this case asking the customer what store they'd like to pick. So we're able to take the best parts of voice and then augment that with messaging channels to ensure that customers have a great interaction when chatting with our brand. Now let's take a look at another example on WhatsApp. So with Quiq, we have the ability to use the same AI agent across any channel that Quiq supports. So in this case, we're going to be chatting with that same assistant we were just chatting with on voice on WhatsApp here. So let's go ahead and send in an initial message to get that conversation started, get a greeting back from our assistant. Let's go ahead and ask a multi-part question here, and we'll put some extraneous information in front here. So I'll say, it's my daughter's birthday, and I'm going to surprise her with a bike. What's your return policy if I get the wrong one? And how hard are they bikes to assemble? Okay, so let's go ahead and send that in. So here we're going to be searching a brand approved data set. That's going to be our knowledge base to answer both these questions at once and keep the conversation moving here. Okay, awesome. So our 15-day return policy allows for returns of new, unwritten, unused items, and bikes are fully assembled. Okay, great. So a two-part question answered in one message back to the customer, something that wouldn't be possible with a previous generation chatbot. Now, not everything can be handled by an AI agent. In this case, I'm going to ask about a bike that I just bought and say that I now see it cheaper online and ask about getting a price match here. So this is something that may or may not be in our AI agent's data set. So if it doesn't know the answer to a question, it's going to attempt to seamlessly escalate to a human agent if there's one available. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, yep. So hey, I don't have enough information to handle that. Would you like to speak to an agent? I'll go ahead and say yes. We'll collect a couple pieces of information. I'm going to make sure I'm available here to take conversations in Quiq. So I'll pass along my name. And then this conversation will come into me as an agent in Quiq. I'll go ahead and accept that. One thing to call out here, you're going to see a suggested response appear from an agent assistant. It's not just customers who get access to these great AI agents, but your human agents do as well. So here we have a suggested response from an AI agent that's taking into account information we're actually pulling in from SAP about this customer. So that's going to be the product they purchased most recently, as well as that purchase date. So we get a suggested response that takes into account the purchase date of that item, as well as information from a data set it has access to, letting me know, hey, unfortunately, this is outside of our 30-day price match guarantee window. So I'll say, no problem, thanks. Can I pay in installments? Thinking about getting bikes for, spell bikes right there, for my wife and son. So once again, for every message that comes in, the AI agent is going to be able to help the customer service agent respond to questions on brand with accurate answers based on the data it has access to. Okay, great. I'll say not right now. Thanks. Have a great day. And now what we'll see here, it's not just the most recent message that the AI agent has access to, it's the whole conversation. So, right, it's working in a suggested reply that says, has a wonderful day and enjoy the bike surprise for your daughter. So it's got that full conversation context, making me as a customer feel good and helping our agents send fast, accurate, and responsive messages. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this actually looks like on the SAP Service Cloud V2 side. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh here. We'll see that most recent case come in. We can see that subject there, a conversation with Max Fortis on WhatsApp. Within here, we've got access to that full conversation transcript in the notes field. I can go ahead and pop that open, read that full back and forth with the AI agent as well as the human agent. And then we're also applying some additional information on that case details section associating with the correct account, the correct contact. Additional fields can be written here. In this case, we're just doing a handful of them, associating that with the correct contact as well. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at how an assistant like this is actually set up in Quiq. So now we're in our AI Studio product. We're looking at our flow panel, which lets us see how our assistant is actually set up here. So it's easy for me to come in and understand how conversations can flow through this assistant depending on what sort of message the customer sends in. Now, crucially with Quiq, we're not just using large language models to generate answers from a knowledge base. We're also using them to help us understand and decision off of conversations as they're happening. So in this case, if I open up this examine customer message behavior, we can see we've got 4 prompts running in parallel. So those are being sent off to 4 different AI agents independently of one another to help us figure out what to do next. So is the message in scope? Is it sensitive? What should we do next? What's the topic of this conversation, depending on if it's in scope or not. And let's go ahead and open up this in scope prompt here to take a look at how this is actually set up. So you can see you can just write prompt instructions using text. You don't have to write code, although we support that as well. You can work in variables. So in this case, we're providing, hey, here's the conversation's history. Here's the last customer message. Here's your job. We really just want you to review this last customer message, this conversation, and help us identify, hey, is this in scope of what we want an assistant representing Quicksilver Bikes to handle or not? And if it is, along with those other prompts that are running in parallel, we may decide to actually answer that question. And we're not just going to send the customer an answer right off the bat. We're going to chain multiple steps together to ensure that we're actually sending an accurate on-brand response. So before we send that answer, we're going to double check the tone of that. We're going to double check that the answer it's trying to send is actually corroborated by the evidence, by the data set it has access to. If it is, we'll go ahead and send that answer to the customer. Great. But if it's not, we're going to go ahead and offer the ability to speak to an agent and let the customer know, hey, we don't have access to enough information to answer this question for you right now. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our debug workbench, and we're going to look at that conversation we just had here. So I'll open up that transcript. We can see the back and forth with the human agent as well as the AI agent. So crucially, like we just saw, there's a lot of steps going before we actually send an answer to a customer. So here in Debug Workbench, we can trace that customer message through every single step before an answer actually got sent, which is essential for actually understanding what happened. So there's that message in scope prompt we were looking at. We can see it came back as in scope, as well as why. So then we went on to actually search our knowledge base. And even just looking at the titles here, you can see there's nothing referencing price matching. So the assistant can't really say one way or another confidently if we do price matching. So in this case, we can see that wasn't verified. So we didn't actually send that message about not offering price matching services. And we instead offered the customer the ability to speak to an agent like we just saw. So flows like this are essential to deploying generative AI at enterprise scale and ensuring you're providing accurate, on-brand responses to your customers when you're having these conversations across all these different messaging channels. Now, the other side of this that we're going to take a look at is the analytics side of things. So we just saw down in the weeds in AI Studio. Now let's jump up a level and look at our Insights product. So this consists of custom analytics cards and other analytics elements that are designed to help me get a bird's eye view of how my experience is doing. So I've got some KPIs around agent SLAs, around different escalation types, around what channels my customers are talking with me on. And once again, this can be customized to fit the needs of your business and reflect what matters to you. Crucially, for every single one of these cards, I can actually drill into the individual conversations behind those metrics to get a deep dive into exactly what's going on. So here I'm taking a look at all of my voice conversations to understand what those look like. Okay, now let's take a look at our AI agent goals section, which is going to help track the key metrics that matter to our experience. Now, as we saw on the build side of things, because we're using AI agents not just to generate answers from knowledge, but also to help us reason about the course of the conversation, we get reporting around things like topic, escalation by topic, all because we're using AI agents to understand conversations as they're happening and identify contact drivers or reasons for escalation. So in this case, we can look at escalation by topic. I can drill into order inquiry here. We've got a pretty high escalation rate. I can try to identify, okay, do we have gaps in our knowledge here, or is the assistant behaving as expected given how the flows are set up and the information it has access to? Additionally, we're also using an AI agent at the end of a conversation to help us identify a CSAT score for each conversation, just like a customer service manager might. So before a conversation gets closed or gets transferred to a human agent, we're providing a CSAT score of 1 to 5 on that conversation. So we do collect feedback from our customers as well, but not just relying on that, but making sure we've got visibility into every conversation, helping us identify what's working well, what's not. Similarly, we can identify out of scope questions, things like that, to make sure that we're handling questions the way we'd like to be doing it. So that is a quick tour of how Quiq integrates with SAP Service Cloud V2 and how Quiq and SAP customers can deploy generative AI at scale safely today.
Welcome to the world of SAP Intelligent CX. Our comprehensive suite of applications seamlessly integrates front-end and back-end systems, providing a unified and streamlined approach to managing customer interactions. We incorporate artificial intelligence that allows your team to work smarter and faster, and our industry-tailored use cases and partner ecosystem empowers organizations to deliver extraordinary experiences, build lasting relationships, and drive sustainable growth. Our composable SAP Customer Experience Suite enables leading brands to understand and protect customer data, increase lifetime value with personalized journeys, close more business faster, drive consistently profitable commerce outcomes, and deliver automated and agent-assisted service. Learn how you can deliver extraordinary customer experiences. Visit sap.com/cx.